Have you ever wondered how fish survive in the darkest, coldest, and most pressurized parts of the ocean? This isn't just a casual swim in the park, my friends. We are diving into a world where light rarely reaches, temperatures can plunge to just above freezing, and the pressure is equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. This uninviting abyss known as the deep sea is home to some of the most resilient life forms on Earth. They're not just surviving, they're thriving in conditions that would be lethal to most other creatures. Imagine, if you will, living in constant darkness, in temperatures that could freeze your blood, and under pressures that could crush you into oblivion. In this bewildering realm, every day is a battle for survival. But how exactly do these creatures manage to exist in such a hostile environment? Well, that's where our journey begins. In the face of these extreme conditions, deep-sea fish have evolved some truly remarkable survival strategies. In the lightless depths of the ocean, vision as we know it is nearly useless. Yet, life thrives here, adapting in ways that might seem alien to us. The fish that call these abyssal depths home have evolved unique mechanisms to navigate and survive in this eternal twilight. One of the most notable adaptations is the development of incredibly large eyes. Many deep-sea fish, such as the aptly named big-eye tuna, possess eyes that are disproportionately large compared to their body size. These expansive eyes are designed to capture and maximize the scant amount of light that filters down from the surface, allowing these creatures to see in what we would perceive as total darkness. Furthermore, in the absence of sunlight, some fish have taken matters into their own hands, or rather, their own bodies. They've developed an extraordinary ability known as bioluminescence. This is the process of producing light through a chemical reaction within their bodies. From the dazzling displays of lanternfish to the eerie glow of the anglerfish, these creatures can generate their own light, illuminating the darkness of their environment. They use this light to communicate, attract prey, or even to confuse predators. But light and sight aren't the only senses these denizens of the deep rely on. In a world where light is scarce, other senses become paramount. Deep-sea fish are often equipped with a lateral line system, a network of sensor-filled canals running along their bodies. These canals detect even the faintest vibrations in the water, alerting the fish to the approach of potential threats or prey. These adaptations are not just about survival, but about thriving in conditions that would be inhospitable to most life forms. They've turned what might seem like disadvantages into unique survival strategies. These creatures have taken the darkness, a realm where most would be lost, and made it their own. Through these adaptations, deep-sea fish have turned the darkness to their advantage. They've harnessed the power of light and honed their senses to conquer the deepest parts of our world's oceans, proving once again that life, given time, can adapt to even the most challenging environments. The pressure in the deep sea is immense, equivalent to an elephant standing on your thumb. Now imagine living under that kind of pressure every single moment of your life. For the extraordinary fish that call the deep sea home, this is their reality. To survive under such extreme conditions, these creatures have evolved some truly remarkable adaptations. Let's take a moment to marvel at the ingenuity of nature as seen in these deep-sea dwellers. Firstly, many deep-sea fish have flexible bones. While we may think of bones as rigid structures, the bones of deep-sea fish are quite the opposite. They are flexible and bendable, allowing these fish to withstand the high pressure of the deep sea without being crushed. Imagine a skyscraper that sways with the wind instead of standing rigid against it. That's the kind of flexibility we're talking about here. Furthermore, deep-sea fish have special proteins in their bodies that help them survive the pressure. These proteins, known as piezolites, help to stabilize the cells and proteins of the fish under high pressure. It's like having an inbuilt pressure suit that keeps everything in place. No matter how much pressure is applied from the outside, these piezolites can be found throughout the body of deep-sea fish, from their muscles to their brains. They work in harmony with the flexible bones, creating a body that is perfectly adapted to life in the deep sea. But these adaptations aren't just about survival. They also allow these fish to thrive in their environment. They can hunt, reproduce, and live their lives under conditions that would be fatal to most other organisms. It's a testament to the incredible resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. So the next time you feel under pressure, just remember the deep-sea fish. They've not only learned to survive under the weight of an elephant standing on a thumb, but they've also managed to thrive. These adaptations allow deep-sea fish to survive and thrive under pressures that would crush most other organisms. The deep sea is a cold, nutrient-poor environment. Now, imagine being a fish that calls this chilly, food-deprived place home. It's a tough life, but these deep-sea dwellers have evolved a set of intriguing adaptations to survive and thrive in such harsh conditions. Firstly, let's consider the frigid temperatures of the deep sea. The water here is perpetually cold, often hovering just above freezing point. Naturally, the fish that live here have had to adapt. One of the ways they've done this is by slowing down their metabolisms. This means they burn energy at a much slower rate, allowing them to survive in an environment where food is scarce and the water is cold. It's a bit like how some animals hibernate during winter, conserving their energy when food is hard to come by. Now, speaking of food, it's not exactly plentiful down here, but that doesn't mean these fish go hungry. In fact, they've developed some rather surprising strategies to make the most of their meals. For instance, many deep-sea fish have large mouths and expandable stomachs. This might seem a little odd at first, but it makes perfect sense when you think about it. With food being so scarce, these fish need to be able to take advantage of any meal opportunity that comes their way, no matter how large or small. So, when a tasty morsel does float by, these fish can gulp it down in one go, their expandable stomachs allowing them to store and slowly digest their food over a longer period of time. In essence, life in the deep sea is a game of endurance and efficiency. Every adaptation, from slow metabolisms to large mouths and expandable stomachs, is geared towards making the most of the limited resources available. It's a testament to the incredible resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. Even in the coldest, darkest corners of our planet, life finds a way to survive. These adaptations enable deep-sea fish to make the most of the limited resources available. Deep-sea fish are the ultimate survivors. Their existence, against all odds, is a testament to the sheer power of adaptation and evolution. They have not just survived, but thrived in the deepest, darkest corners of our planet, where the pressure is immense, temperatures are frigid, and food is scarce. Now, let's take a moment to summarize the incredible survival strategies these remarkable creatures employ. In the inky darkness of the deep sea, where sunlight is but a distant memory, these fish rely on bioluminescence. They generate their own light, creating an eerie, otherworldly glow that serves various functions. Some use this light to attract prey, others to ward off predators. Some even use it to communicate with their own kind. Furthermore, deep-sea fish are champions when it comes to handling the crushing pressures of the deep. Their bodies are a masterclass in engineering, designed to withstand pressures hundreds of times greater than at sea level. They possess flexible bones and compressible bodies, allowing them to exist in an environment that would instantly crush other species. Then there's the cold. The deep sea is a frigid place with temperatures often hovering just above freezing, but deep-sea fish are unfazed. They've evolved to function perfectly in the cold, with slow metabolisms that require less energy and an antifreeze-like substance in their blood that prevents it from freezing. And lastly, food. In the deep sea, meals are few and far between. But these fish are opportunistic feeders. They can eat almost anything that comes their way, and their large mouths and expandable stomachs mean they can swallow prey much larger than themselves. Through this remarkable combination of unique adaptations, bioluminescence, pressure resistance, cold tolerance, and opportunistic feeding, deep-sea fish have not just survived but flourished. They've conquered one of the most inhospitable environments on our planet, proving that life in its myriad forms always finds a way. Through a combination of unique adaptations, deep-sea fish have conquered one of the most inhospitable environments on our planet. So, the next time you marvel at the wonders of the deep sea, remember the incredible adaptations that allow life to exist there. These fish, thriving in the harshest of environments, teach us so much about resilience, adaptation, and the sheer power of life. Their survival skills offer invaluable insights that can guide us in our own explorations, perhaps even beyond the confines of our planet. But it's not just about what we can learn from them. These deep-sea dwellers, each a testament to the awe-inspiring diversity of life, are integral parts of an ecosystem that we are only beginning to understand. Their survival is inextricably linked to the health of the oceans and, by extension, the health of our planet. So, let's give these remarkable creatures the respect they deserve. Let's strive to protect these unique habitats, for their sake and for ours. As we continue to explore and understand these remarkable creatures, we gain a deeper appreciation for the resilience and diversity of life on our planet.